Here's my nerve.
I don't bring it always here Saturday. Threats
Use your shoulder for
on
it.
a racial level until some of the things that were said to me when I asked someone to sit down and have a conversation.
Hey.
I don't care what the cause was 100 years ago.
Hey.
Today, that is a symbol of hate. That is a symbol of terror. When armed men and women can threaten the life of me and my son,
Hey.
and the police stand by and tell me to walk away on public land when I have a permit, that is a symbol of terror. It is a symbol of hate. And there is no other way to say that. As a white woman in the South with a pedigree from the sons of Confederate veterans, that is a symbol of hate and terror
Y'all hearing that free
in
from
our
the
town
mouth.
of Shreveport. My name is Tiffany Sanchez.
Hey.
I am on the permit. I organize Speaker's Corner Saturdays from noon until 5 p.m.
Hey.
I will be here, even if you're armed,
Hey.
even if you threaten the life of me and my son, even if you call me a fucking race traitor, I'm here.
Hey.
I will be here to peacefully discuss with you
Hey.
why that's a symbol of hate, why that's a symbol of terror.
Hey.
I will show you Constitution to Constitution why your Confederate Constitution had one section that was different.
Hey.
Section 9, 1 and 2 that talks about the tax of, quote, Negro slaves. And Black Lives Matter so little in this country that by me voicing that we have to talk about it, you ascribe negative value to mine.
Hey.
Let's talk.
Hey.
Tiffany Sanchez doxed me. That's what she said over and over again. Dox me.
Hey.
Let's talk.
Hey.
Let's talk about how the cops sat on that lawn and watched somebody physically assault me and threaten my son with a gun on their hip.
Hey.
That is aggravated assault. It is a felony, but I was told to walk away.
Hey.
Let's talk.
We got you though, Phil. We got you though. We got soldiers here. And guess what? They did that cause your husband wasn't here. But goddamn, that ain't
Exactly what we're doing.
Savage this weekend.
Exactly what we're doing.
Come on.
I don't want this. I wanted a conversation.
I understand.
Yes, ma'am.
I was met for a conversation with acts of terror. That is FBI. Listen to me. What happened here, right here, Saturday was an act of terror with snipers in elevated positions. That was an act of terror, and I'm calling it for what it is.
I really am.
The safest I felt.
It's your right. Don't let them tell you no goddamn difference.
Was when a
Don't let them tell you
dozen
no
armed
different.
black men protected me from the white men across the street. Thank you to every black male that showed up to open carry.
Come on, drone right goddamn there.
Yo!
There's a goddamn drone right there. So you mean to tell me they can put a drone in the goddamn air, but you can't come down here and talk to the people?
They got a drone.
What the fuck?
They got a drone up in there. So Phil, this weekend, what's the agenda?
That young man right there,
Hey, they got a drone.
you, who has a gun, should shoot that motherfucker out there.
We are peacefully setting up chairs on the sidewalk. Speaker's Corner consists of 2 rules. No profanity, no aggression. I will hear anything that you have to say. You will have 10 minutes to state whatever. I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to respect you. I promise I will listen. Then I get 10 minutes to speak my side. And then we have 10 minutes of questions and answers. That's it.
I like that.
You don't have to shake my hand. You don't have to like me. But I am here and I am committed to listen. White supremacy was challenged in the 50s. This has nothing to do with the idea of race itself. It's white supremacy. We don't know how to handle that in this nation. In the South, when poor white people only had the fact that they were white. And that was challenged. Everything about their identity was taken away.
Man, you're hitting on some hell of a. You're hitting on some hell of a.
So we have to. We need therapy.
Oh yeah.
Yes. We need family therapy. Because right now, the only color that matters to that building is green. So we got to talk.
Exactly.
We
So,
got to learn how to live together.
so Mr. Sanchez, how did you feel when she told you that this went down on Saturday?
She didn't have to tell me. There were so many people down here live streaming it.
You saw
I'm at work,
Wow.
about to quit my job to come down here.
Damn.
The only reason I didn't quit my job, all the armed black men
Oh, yes,
walked
sir.
out here that had the backs of them. That's the only reason I
It
didn't.
saved my life.
It saved my
Her name is
life
Sarah
and my
Sanchez.
child.
Damn.
If I would have been here,
Damn.
this woman has got so much resolve. My kid and they're my superheroes. Because me, as a man, I don't know how well I could have
Yeah,
held
you
my
couldn't.
control.
Yeah, you probably couldn't handle
But
that.
she has got composure harder than that rock right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you
And
probably would have
Will
been
is a
able to handle
national
that.
treasure.
And
Because I
Will-
know you would have got. I know you probably would have got busy on that.
And Will is the most well-spoken person I've ever met in my life, and can just talk to somebody and just have that even when they're yelling and screaming in his face, he can just sit there and say, "Sir," you know.
We proved to the entire nation that Shreveport, Louisiana can stand up and be civil and peaceful when incited by outside agitators in an act of terror. We are a national example
Oh, yes,
of
yeah.
how to conduct ourselves.
Yeah.
Nobody can say that was us.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, and I'm glad you finally went on and took your mask out, because at the end of the day, these people ain't gonna fuck with you.
You know the
Because I mean, there's a
you know the conversation I had?
Yeah.
When we were discussing all the videos of people admitting that they placed snipers
Yeah.
to kill us?
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
If
Cause
you're gonna kill me, you're gonna look me in the eye when you do it.
do you know what Martin Luther King said when he first took over Dexter Avenue Baptist Church? Martin Luther King said, if a man is not willing to die for something, he ain't fit to live. And I think you found your calm. And you're trying to maneuver. Marvin and myself, Reverend Mays, we speak truth to poor white folks, like I did a racism workshop years ago. And I asked this white group, I said, do you know the group of people that get messed over every year and they never know they're getting messed over? And they started out with us. They said, black people. I said, hell no, we started getting ready to get messed over on December the 30th. And he said, they said, Latino. I said, hell no. They said, Native American. They kept on going. I say, no, it's y'all. Y'all get messed over every year and you don't even get it.
Look, I get it. Here's the thing. White supremacy can be summed up with this. I'm as Caucasian as you can be. Okay? Check my DNA. I'm as pure descendant as you can be. My own race puts a suffix at the end of my whiteness. Do you know what it's called?
What is it?
White trash.
Woo!
Think about that. This isn't an issue of you being black and me being white. This is an issue of whiteness and white supremacy.
Yeah.
These are the conversations I want to have with people. I'm tired of getting screwed over too.
So, but let me show you something. See, it is race, but it's also class. See, white supremacy is very clever.
Do waste gas?
See, white supremacy is not only about race. It's not only about class. It's also about sexism. It's also about. It is very clever how they pit different groups against each other.
Yes.
And the 1% just rides off into the sunset.
Tell you what, I challenge you to show up Saturday at noon.
I was here Saturday.
I'll have a chair for you, and me and you
Yeah.
can sit down and talk.
Oh, absolutely. I'll come down. My queen is coming
down
in.
too, Miss Lady.
We're gonna lead by example. We're gonna show people
I'll
that
be
even
down.
if we disagree,
I will be down.
we can talk.
I will be down. Because one of the things I try to explain to European descendants in the country, your struggle is different than our struggle, but it's similar. And it's done by the same people now. Because they are basing their ability to continue to do what they do based on ignorance. And at one point, I don't know if, are you familiar with the Baker's Rebellion? At one point, poor white folks on the East Coast during slavery had united with some of the slaves based on this one guy, Baker's. He really wanted to own slaves, but the 1% kept him out of the mix. So he mobilized the grassroots white folks, which forced the 1% to say, hey, you come on in, because we cannot allow grassroots white folks and grassroots black people to come together. So although it's race, class, and a whole bunch of other things for us, it is damn show class for white folks. Because they bank on the ignorance of white folks to
this
continue to
idea
get.
that people. Okay, here's a button, and we saw it Saturday night. I don't care how Irish you are. You don't understand.
Yeah,
history.
yeah.
Okay.
That was their argument.
You don't understand. And you can sit down. I challenge you. Chill out for a minute. Drink a glass of water. Come out Saturday and sit down. We can talk.
Exactly.
And here's the thing. If I'm wrong, here's my superpower. You know what my superpower is? I have the ability to change my mind.
Exactly.
If I'm wrong, show me. Don't beat it into me. Don't threaten me with violence. Talk to me.
And it's funny because I heard that came out on Saturday. I would have asked that guy just one question. You know what the question I would ask? What is your name? And if it was something like O'Neill or Wachowski, I would have stopped right there and said, so what are we talking about?
Right.
Because my name was not Craig Lee before my ancestors.
Okay.
So what are we talking about?
That's why Malcolm X got the X
last name wasn't Sanchez.
Okay.
You think I'm Latino?
Okay.
I just told you I'm white.
I'm not even Spanish. My last name is Sanchez.
Okay. So what are we talking about?
The Spanish monk's name.
Okay. So for you to even try to make it appear that your people have even gone through, when you talk about just the name being taken, that's something. But I will be down here till your ass is gonna be protected. Make sure you get her story here because she's powerful.
And let me. I'm more interested in having the dialogue in person.
I got you.
So my story is, come down, teach the rest of the nation how to talk to each
Exactly.
other. Y'all got my story? I'm pretty sure, like, I follow you. I know you're going viral. So,
Have a conversation.
Exactly. I'll be here Saturday. I'll be here
And that
Saturday.
doesn't mean, and I will say this one last thing. The struggles that my family had with that trash suffix on the name, I don't have to piggyback and relate to you by saying, hey, I experienced slavery. I can say, hey, I understand government manipulation. I understand calling the police and them not giving a shit. I get that.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean that I understand. Okay, I'm starting to understand from the acts of terror Saturday. I'm starting to understand walking into Walmart and being afraid of every tall white man that's built like my husband because I don't know if he's going to want to kill me. I'm starting to understand. I don't understand 400 or 500 years of it.
Yeah.
And I don't have to.
You don't
I
have
can
to.
sit across from you and listen to your pain.
Exactly.
And just say, man, I recognize that pain in you, and
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
But you know what's so funny? Especially like when it comes to contract procurement dollars.
There's some activity going on across the street. We're gonna go over there and check these brothers out.
This is the mayor.
Let me through, Robert.
I ain't know we all leaders. It ain't no one leader.
Let me through, Robert.
It ain't no one leader. Man, look. Man, hey, y'all make sure y'all record what I'm saying straight through and through, just in case they try to edit some of my shit.
I brought the news man over here since you want to always record that. Come record the real thing.
Let me get your name. I'll hold it.
Alright. How can I help you?
Let me get your name.
My name is Nicky Daniels, founder of the Sleepers for the Rich brand and the Sleepers for the Rich Gun Club.
Did you say sleepers?
Sleep is for the Rich Gun Club.
Why are you guys out here with guns?
Why not? Those guys came on Sunday and they tried to intimidate some innocent ladies, unarmed men.
They got one of them right here.
There go one of them right there. Just post up right there. Just keep it right there. We came out here because those guys came out here trying to intimidate those girls, and they thought that they were gonna have it easy. But one phone call was made, and the whole and everybody came down here armed. No bullshit.
And Louisiana is a total gun state.
Yeah, it's an open carry state, so that is open carry. So that's why we out here.
Who came out here this weekend? Who are you talking about?
The Confederates. You watch the news, right? What station you with?
KTBA.
KTB. Oh, y'all ain't keeping up with that?
No, I'm aware of what
I bet. So anybody that keeps up with the news, you should know what went on this weekend. You should know. Don't start paying attention whenever we respond to stuff. Don't start paying attention whenever we start responding. Hey, big dog, hold on. Don't start paying attention whenever we start responding to stuff. The time to pay attention is not when the oppressed people decide to respond to the oppression.
Go ahead, Tony.
You heard me? The time to be caring about race relations is when it's going down. Don't wait. Why are we still having to come out here and fight over a monument that from people who fought against our country, bro? Y'all don't understand the hypocrisy in that? And then you want to ask why we out here protecting these people? It's about good versus evil, that's why. If you claim to be a white ally and you stand with black people, that's cool. We appreciate that. But it's about good and evil, bro. And if you know what's right, you need to get off your high horse and you need to come down here. And if you're in the black community, like I've been saying all day, if you call yourself a tough guy, if you've never had a club fight, if you ever been in Coco's and had a club fight or any of these nightclubs, Sandbar, Phoenix, give me another one. Where we at? If you could go into a nightclub and be ready to punch something down, you need to come down here and be ready to punch something down for your people and for the right cause. And we starting a gun club. We getting every eligible person of color their gun rights. We're gonna make sure that they know their gun rights. We're gonna make sure that damn near every eligible person of color got their concealed carry permits. Any brothers that may have felonies, we working with attorneys right now, and we're gonna help y'all get y'all felonies cleared off your record. So y'all boys can feel safe about protecting yourself. A Bossier police officer, when I was taking my concealed carry class, he told me, he said cops are not crime fighters. Black people, cops do not fight crime. They respond. No, they respond to crime, little daddy. By the time the cops get there, you already been messed over. You done already caught your issue. Right? You already charged. So you need to find a way where you can protect yourself and your family before the cops get there. Right then and right there. Right then and there. By the time the cops get there, you need to be explaining to them why you got a few dead men on your front property. That's why we out here. Because we ain't taking no intimidation and no bullying no more. If you white and you stand with us and you an ally, well, you come out here and make yourself known. It ain't enough to be quiet no more. It ain't enough to be quiet no more. Bring your ass out here and stand with us. Quiet don't work. Quiet don't work. And don't edit nothing out. I don't care if you got to make this a 30-minute, yeah. Don't edit nothing. And even if you do, it don't even matter.
Oh, we got you over here. No editing, straight live.
It's for protection. This is for protection. This is for protection. But this is for protection. But don't get it twisted for 1 minute. Don't you get it twisted for 1 minute. Get that on record. Year 2020. And I want every black person all over the world to hear me. Black people have always been a peaceful people. Every single American war that this country gave us, black people fought in it, me included.
And not only that, we never had that complex of that.
We never had that complex, bro.
That racial.
We would go to war and we black people
we never had that in the back of our head.
Dog, black people have showed. Dog, we done showed them Harvard graduates. We done showed them business owners. We done showed them genius artists.
President.
President Harvard. We showed every single piece because they still tell us less than. So guess what? Black people, we gonna start spending with us. If you ain't not evil, you come and spend with us. You heard me?
It's crazy that we still fighting for the same thing.
We still fighting for the same shit my granddaddy fought for.
We still fighting for rights that they are born.
Get my man right here.
For rights that they are born with, we still fighting for. So we ask us why we out here fight. We out here for a reason. We out here for certain privileges that we're supposed to be born with that we have to fight for.
It ain't black versus white.
I was down here 2 weeks ago.
It's good versus evil,
It's good versus evil. When you put it, it's still certain rights that my child is not born with that other children are. That's why I'm out here fighting. It's still certain stigmatism that I still have to tell my child to watch for certain stuff if he's ever stopped by this. But other kids aren't. What's the difference between their kids and my kids? What's the difference?
And then shout out to Leo Savage. Let's talk about Leo Savage. Let's talk about Savage.
Oh yeah, Mr. Savage.
Didn't you run for mayor?
He was all in the black community. Took one of our votes.
No. Well, to whom it may concern. To whom it may concern, bro. Don't speak on none of us carrying guns, and don't because I saw a comment that said, why aren't those men in jail for carrying those assault rifles? But you ain't say nothing about those Confederates when they pulled up trying to intimidate them little girls over there. So that's cool, but when the real men come to defend some shit and just be a symbol of power, now we should be in jail. I hope y'all paid attention to who made that comment on Facebook and don't vote for shit that he got going ever.
That's why we say Black Lives Matter.
Ever. Make sure y'all shop sleepersfortherich.com. Because we still hustling.
You gotta put that plug in there. I got 1,000 tuned in right now. Put that plug in there.